Hey, wait. Before you skip ahead, just to let you know, you can actually watch the full version of this on our Patreon, and you can actually watch next week's episode a full week in advance. I mean, it's very easy. I mean, right down there in the description, or right up here in the corner. Feel free to give it a click, and we'll see you there.
ディモンのスレイル、鬼滅の刃、エピソード2、トレーナーサコンジウロコケ。
I almost had it.
ウロコダキ。ウロコダキ。
I can only keep that up for so long before eventually I start laughing. And if you think I'm bad at doing that voice, you should hear James Willems off of Funhouse. Good God. Every time something Japanese is mentioned, he always does that voice. He's like,
Oh, that is a very good gamer.
and I'm like, James, you know not every, like, Japanese inflection that ends in, that they're trying to speak English, ends in eru, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, Nick Owenzaru.
It's like, that's not how that works. But
I always wondered what my name would actually be in Japanese, though, because you do have to use their...
well, if you use their kanji system to get...
It's the hiragana katakana thing. It's like
Yeah.
their syllables, essentially. And there are certain sounds that don't exist by themselves in Japanese like they do in English. Like, so Nick... The ka sound has to have something on the end of it, and I don't know which one you would use. I don't know if it'd be like Niku or like...
Niku, I'd say ku.
Or like
Nick
Nika.
Owensara.
It could be like ka as well. It could be like Nika or Nika.
Nika Owensara.
That's the thing too, is it wouldn't have the S sound like we have. It would have an E sound, so it'd be like ni.
Yeah, whenever you Romanize, Japanese dialect and everything like that, it makes it sound silly. But
It's like it would be
that's
easier
like every
to.
time we talk to them.
I think it'd be easier to spell if you just said my whole name, because it would be like Nikorasu.
Nikorasu.
Yeah. You can kind of leave the "u" off the end of the "su" because they do that sometimes. So it's like Nikoras.
Nikoras.
Yeah.
Nikoras.
They would have probably an easier time saying that than they would like leaving like the
whereas
A
mine,
or whatever.
Mine would be weird.
Mine
Mine would be Nisanu or Nissan. It's too close to Nissan.
Yours would be yours would actually be Nata. Like
Nata?
Yeah. Because like na and then te, so nate.
Nate.
It's like if you spelled it out exactly the same way, you could spell your name out that way. It just sounds a little weird. It would probably be if you use a different sound, it might actually come off more like we say it, you know. But.
When my nephew Case was about 3 or 4, you know what he called me? Uncle Nut.
That's accurate.
Well, I am a nut. Look at me.
Exactly. You're a nutty man.
Which one am I though? Macadamia, pistachio, or walnut? I'll give you a hint. None. I am actually a deer nut. You want to know why that is? Because I'm under $1.
If you smoke some of the wacky backy, you could be a deep fried nut. or baked nut. I don't know.
God. So, anyways, this little interlude that was brought to you by the Renegades here at Renegade Media Group.
In the Japanese language.
And
probably butchered horribly.
Horribly butchered. Butchered worse than our protagonist's family in this series. Ooh, did I just say that out loud?
That's pretty dark.
What? Oh my God, these animated characters are going to care so much about what I have to say about them.
Right.
Watch this episode start and he's just like staring daggers at me.
The fan base, on the other hand, are just like, but, I mean,
yeah, I know. Watch this episode.
To be fair, those characters weren't introduced for very long before they were killed, so hopefully nobody has that much of an attachment to characters they saw for like 5 seconds alive. So.
Yeah, which, truth be told, if this episode starts out and he's just like staring at intently, like right at where the camera's supposed to be, and he just looks right at me and he goes, "I am going to murder you."
'Cause the girls that I watched Attack on Titan with originally were pretty upset about Marco, despite the fact that he wasn't around for very long.
Well, when we find out later the reason why Marco died,
it makes it a little worse. Yeah. So.
Well, all right. We're it's taking us a little bit of time to get to reacting to this second episode. We were going to do 2 episodes the first night we watched this, but time is weird, and also we were very very tired. Yeah, time is but an illusion, agreed upon by the world that it exists.
No matter how long it takes us to watch it, it's just going to be 1 week later for you.
Exactly.
Let's go to our Patreon, and then you can see the next week's right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We haven't even recorded that yet, so that's even crazier about time being an illusion.
Time is an illusion.
Even though we haven't even recorded it as of right now, as you're seeing this, you can go watch it on Patreon if you want to.
Yeah,
if you feel like supporting us on Patreon.
You can watch the YouTube version on Patreon, or you can watch the full unedited version on our Patreon. I mean, the choice is yours. So anyway, we got this episode queued up here. This is trainer Sakonji Urokodaki. So let's see what happens. Here we go.
Baka!
Baka! Baka yaro!
すみませんが、あそこのカゴと藁に竹を少々いただけますか?
It's almost impossible not to make that joke after watching Naruto.
Yeah.
いえ、払います.
Can you use it to strain pasta?
Huh? Wow, you broke his hand. I broke his hand. Take it. Oh! My hand.
いない.
Uh-oh.
いた.
Look at her.
Actually went into to say what's up to your cat the other night. And I opened the door, and usually she's like laying in one of the 2 beds, like, or she's already meowing and she's standing at the door waiting for you to open the door.
Mm-hmm.
But like I opened the door and I didn't see her, and I was like, "Where's she at?" And then I heard like scratching from over in the litter box thing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll wait." And after like a second, she just pops her head out and she's like, "Oh, hi!" My bad, I was in
excited.
the restroom. It was just funny to watch her head pop out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have cleaned up first. Lulu's a good cat. I love that girl. I love her so much.
穴を掘ったのか。妹がモグラみたいになってしまった。
Diggy hole.
She is a demon and she's
そ
digging
して
a
すご
hole.
く顔をしかめている。
Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay.
ネズコ、
You make a sunshade,
これに入れるか? 昼間も
or at least
先に進み
something
たい
to
んだ。
carry her in during the day.
俺が背負っていくから。
Not quite.
Nope.
見てるな。お前、大人の女の人くらいに大きくなっただろう。あれと逆に小さくなれないか?
Holy crap.
That was like a cat.
おー、偉い偉い。
Little head
す
pats.
ごいぞ。さぎり山に行くならあの山は越えなきゃならないけど、もう日が暮れるのにそんなお荷物背負っていくのかい? 危ないよ。十分気をつけます。お堂があるぞ。血の匂いがする。大丈夫ですか?
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hell.
なんだ。
Oh, no.
That's not good.
That's not good. Ooh, good shot.
Damn.
He's good. Traditionally, in Japanese mythology, you have to cut the demon's head off in order to kill them. That's tradition.
Oh!
Go!
Fuck! She killed the shit out of him. Well, he ain't dead.
Ow. I'm sorry, but where he doesn't have lungs... Actually, I'm trying to logicify everything.
Oh, hell! It's like a fucking Geodude now.
A demon Geodude.
Pretty much.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Scary Geodude. Damn.
Hold
Just got
on, hold
yeeted.
on. Damn it. Yeah. He just headbutted him.
I wonder if that has something to do with the scar on his forehead.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he has a steel plate in his head or something.
Oh
Ah!
no! You didn't think that far ahead, did you, kid?
No, he didn't.
Oh! She got you.
That's lucky.
Ooh!
Splat.
Oh. Wonder what it was
I don't
that
know,
did the
killed him
job.
or knocked him out.
Oh, it killed him. I think it killed him anyway. Oh, he was burying the dead.
わしは鱗滝左近次だ。富岡義勇の紹介はお前で間違いないな。
あ、はい。かまど炭治郎と言います。
妹が人を食った時お前はどうする？判断が遅い。お前はとにかく判断が遅い。朝になるまで鬼にとどめをさせなかった。妹が人を食った時やることは2つ。妹を殺す。お前は腹を切って死ぬ。しかしこれは絶対にやってはならないと肝に銘じておけ。妹を背負ってついてこい。
また着物を直してるのか。買わないとダメだな。新しいの。
いいよ大丈夫。でも下の子たちにもっとたくさん食べさせてあげてよ。
A nice. She's a good person.
いつか綺麗な着物を買ってやれ。これで俺は認めてもらえましたか。
What are you talking about, kid? That was just the warm-up period.
Pretty much.
試すのは今からだ。山に登る。
Do you not realize you're in an anime?
Yeah. Training sessions are never that easy, kid.
妹はわしが責任を持って見ておく。
クラクラする。
ここから山のふもとの家まで降りてくること。
It's a test. It's a test of him being able to find his way in this
この濃い
forest.
霧で俺が迷うと思ってるんだ。
Uh-oh. Look out! Ow. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
仕掛けがあるわけだ。そういうことか。
Fuck! Oh.
Ow. Talk about a bamboo slingshot, huh? Oh, he made it.
It's like, you suck.
身内が鬼により殺され生き残った妹は鬼に変貌していますが人間を襲わないと判断いたしましたどうか育てていただきたい
お前を認めるかまど炭治郎
Wait a second. Wait a second. I'm sorry, but the very moment I saw this... Where's my phone? There it is. There it is. Very moment I saw this, I expected this to start playing. Here we go. Yeah. As soon as I saw those flowers, I expected to hear... My anime heads out there who know that theme, holy hell. That's the first ending theme to Inuyasha. Because look what it starts on. Look exactly what it starts on. Look at this.
Ah.
Exactly. I started thinking that. I was just like, wait a second, what?
Yep, that's very similar.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a
Same
minute.
kind of flowers. Yeah, still never really watched a whole lot of Inuyasha.
I watched it because it was one of the only things that was on one of the only anime things that was on Adult Swim that they played regularly and stayed stayed concurrent with it because, you know, Cowboy Bebop only had 26 episodes and Inuyasha, I watched it for years and years, and I think it was all the way up until the first series the big series ended, and then they came back later and did like the final chapter of it. But it was like years later they finally did it, and I just remember Kagome, Sango, Moroku, Inuyasha. I remember all of the characters that just made that series up, and I'm just like, damn.
I caught like a couple episodes of it, but it was like in the middle, and I was like, this doesn't seem super interesting. And I remember one of my favorite webcomics I used to read all the time. The author was like, stop asking me to watch Inuyasha in the emails. I'm not going to fucking watch it. I don't care about it. I don't want to watch it. And then he ends the panel with, it's fucking DBZ for girls! And I was just like, yeah, that's what it kind of seems like. Just kind of, most of the fans of it that I knew at the time were actually girls, so I was like, that's kind of a girly.
Well, there are a lot of, I have seen, okay, this is no judgment on the Inuyasha fan base. I have seen a lot of gender swap Inuyashas. That's all I'm going to say about that. However, I will say this. There's a fair amount of fan service in some of those episodes, and not meant for the ladies. Don't get me wrong. I know that Inuyasha, Miroku, Koga, Sesshomaru, you know, they're all like and hell, even Nagato, which surprised the hell out of me when I found out that Nagato had a female fan base. I was just like, subjugate me, daddy. And I'm just like, dear God, woman, what is wrong with you? But all things considered, though, I mean, I was just like, I loved Kagome. I loved it. Although I will be honest, I preferred Sango because Sango, her her weapon is awesome. It's pretty much a gigantic boomerang. And plus, I like her story a whole lot.
There it is.
All right, here's your comic. Ahem. Fuck you, Inuyasha. Yeah, I saw it when it was called Fushigi Yugi. So, fuck your story. Fuck those bishies. Fuck the terrible acting. Fuck Kagome. Fuck Miroku. Fuck Shippo. Oh, come on. Shippo's funny.
He basically lists. He says
Sango,
fuck like every
Kaide,
character.
Fuck
Like,
Mihoga. Fuck Hojo. Fuck Naraku. Fuck Kana. Fuck Kakura. Bankotsu. Okay, I can understand fuck Bankotsu because, you know, he was sort of a shithead. Fuck Sesshomaru. Okay. And fuck Inuyasha. It's freaking Dragon Ball Z for girls. Okay, here's the problem. I don't associate that. I don't associate that. Do I see how certain people could see it that way? Absolutely. But me, when I watched it, dude, I had no problem. I liked some of the storylines that they had for it. It actually brought up a lot of Japanese lore and adapted it in a way that actually was very easily understandable. For instance, the Thunder Brothers. I loved the storyline that they had. I loved the Wolf Tribe. I loved the tragic past of friggin' Inuyasha and gosh, I forget her name now. The priestess. I forget her name. But then also I liked Sesshomaru because Sesshomaru wanted nothing but power, but yet he was only allowed to use a sword that could heal people. It could heal literally any injury, but yet he wanted nothing to do with it because it could not get him more power. I also like there's a lot of stuff I like about Inuyasha. Although I will say this, there are some spots in it where I'm just like, okay, this was clearly put in for the ladies, but ladies got to have their fun too. Hey, you know what I'll say, Nick? You know what I'll say? At least it ain't free. Free is a God, dude. And at least it ain't Yuri on Ice. Good God. The amount of Tumblrites that came out of the woodwork and said Yuri on Ice is the best anime of all time, simply because it's about a gay romance and ice skating. Look, I'm all for having the anime out there that you want, but you're proclaiming that this show is better than Cowboy Bebop. This show is better than Full Metal Alchemist. This show is better than literally anything else that has ever existed. No, it's because you're a sick degenerate and you want nothing more than to see boys kissing all the time. In which, if that's the case, go right ahead. I don't care. But if you are going to say it is the greatest thing of all time and anyone who disagrees with me is a bigoted, sexist, homophobic asshole, go fuck yourself, die in a hole, and I hope that you never find happiness, and I hope that body pillow shaped like your favorite anime character will keep you warm at night, because guess what? You are going to die alone with no one. Fuck.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, dude. But it's shit like that pisses me off. I hate when people do that.
When people say shit like that to me, I'm just like, it's okay to be wrong. Like, it's like, Yuri on Ice is the greatest anime of all time. It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, it's okay to be wrong. Yeah, Yuri on Ice, greatest anime of all time. Kiss
I respect your opinion. It's wrong, but I respect it.
Yeah, yeah. Like if that's your dream anime, Yuri on Ice, you know, bunch of you know, just ice skating and boys kissing and a shit storyline, go right ahead. Don't care. I mean, live in the veil of degeneracy all that you want, but at least I'm honest about it. I can at least
also
admit
to anyone
anime titties aren't.
Anyone who likes to come back with the whole thing, it's like, I'm obviously making a fucking joke. I'm like, I respect your opinion. It's wrong. And people are like, opinions can't be wrong.
Yes, they can.
And to that I say, A, it's a joke. B, I bet you anything you wouldn't tell that to a Nazi. Especially if you're the kind of person that's saying that Yuri on Ice is the best anime ever.
Yeah.
You would definitely be one of those people that would also be like,
opinions can't be wrong.
Nazis' opinions pretty wrong.
Yeah. So are communists.
Most people agree that those opinions are wrong.
So are socialists, communists.
Now you're getting into politics. It's just going to piss everybody off. So.
I don't care. Name me one successful country that is completely financially solvent by itself and not having to depend on anyone else for foreign aid that allows its
they're going to start
freedom.
naming you countries because they don't realize that we pay all their defense budgets.
Exactly.
So.
It's just like the other night
nobody realizes that half of it.
It's like the other night we were talking to some people and they were just like, you know, Canada's like the perfect country. I mean, they got socialized healthcare. I'm like, the only reason they can afford that is because we foot their defense bill. Yep. And then they tried to say, well, who in their right mind would invade Canada? You would be very surprised. Canada is rich in resources.
Somebody that wanted to fuck us over because that's a
exactly.
good place to do it from.
China, I mean, you think if China was going on the offensive, you know where they would try and gain some ground first in order to gain an advantage on us? To our north or to our south. I mean, keep in mind we don't live in the like your days of empires everywhere, and everyone must have an empire. Yeah, and we must subjugate the masses. No, it's not that way anymore. But that doesn't mean that China's not thinking about it. I mean, if they get the nuts up enough to try, then they're going to try because there's over 1 billion of them, and yeah, I mean,
numbers are on their side.
Yeah. All right. Well,
the thing is like using a defense budget is not necessarily because you're going to have to use it. It's a deterrent.
Yeah.
It's going to make sure that nobody's going to try to fuck with you because they know it will be suicide to do so.
Because here's the thing. As much as I want the world to be perfect, and I don't want...
The second you have a completely unguarded country with no defense and you start flaunting the fact that you're like, we don't need a military, somebody's going to be like, mine.
Yeah. North Korea, China. I mean, hell, who knows? England may go on the offensive. You know, once they hit the Brexit button and they finally leave, it's like, all right, now time to reclaim all those territories that were once ours. And Canada's just like, do what now? Yeah. So, who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's going to do it for this. This was Demon Slayer Season 1, Episode 2, Trainer Sakonji Urokodaki. So, yeah, this was a good one. I like this one because we get to see who's going to be his sensei for the next indeterminable amount of episodes. I really don't know.
Also, I didn't expect her to just straight up like punt that demon's head off either. That was pretty badass.
I'm sorry. Okay, as soon as she did that, let's see. There we are. I heard this. Go! Meanwhile, you just see her running around the arena. Just see her running around the arena, arms up like that. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. All right, well, that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see the full version of this, you know where to go. Go to our Patreon. Also, if you want to see a week ahead, head over to our Patreon right now. And I guess until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out.